So, welcome to today's talk. And sorry, I've been going a little slow on BOERICKE Materia Medica series because our entire work is on Materia Medica series, which is live online on GoWebinar and on YouTube and on Facebook. So, I hope you're watching them, and I hope you're making notes about them because I'm writing a book on it where I'll be talking about 100 of the most important remedies that you never knew about and the pictures of it which we have evolved understanding all different experiences, which I want all of you to use it, apply it, and things like that. And even the BOERICKE Materia Medica series is going so well, so interesting, and it's a pleasure. You won't believe every single day I get up, I get 50 and hundreds of emails from all of you, all the students and practitioners in India, even from America, from Europe, from crazy places, and it's so heartening that the ideas are being spread. I just want all of you to become torchbearers and apply this, share this, and really share this clinical homeopathy because this approach is needed to be spread because using all approaches together is the new mantra now. And I want you to be torchbearers in that. Alright, so let's start about remedy for today. Let's come back to BOERICKE Materia Medica series, ladies and gentlemen. So we are talking about dolichos as the remedy today. Dolichos is a very interesting remedy, and typically clinically most routine homeopaths would give it typically for piles and for hemorrhoids. You know, it's probably the only remedy where BOERICKE writes hemorrhoidal diathesis. Body has a tendency to cause um, hemorrhoids. I like to call dolichos as a complementary to lycopodium because it's a very right-sided remedy with a lot of affection on liver and skin. And the main thing is always intense itching without eruption. Okay. So a lot of allergies, senile pruritus, like which other remedy? Mesarium, which other? One more remedy, Fagopyrum. And it could be a very important hemorrhoids with burning, like Kalika. And typically there'll be fatty liver, constipation, always with this itching. Lot of pain going down inside, splinter like sensation, and typically especially hairy parts are itching like Fagopyrum. But I've used it very often in herpes zoster. One guy had herpes zoster on the right side of the chest, and I used Nair repertory, I used a rubric, and with dolichos this went away. So it's very interesting. Intense itching worse across the shoulder, also something you should know. Worse at night, scratching right sided, and finally you should always compare it with Fagopyrum and Rustox. So that's another thing I would like you to remember. Dolichos, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you remember this. Two or three more remedies I'd like to talk about. I'd like to talk about Duboisinum. I haven't used this remedy, and I like to be, I'm the kind of guy who doesn't want to make a big theory and big story out of it. I want to do it in a very practical way. How to use it, how to do it, how you can do it. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. If I failed, I'll tell you I've given it's failed. So then, how do I understand Duboising this remedy, because I haven't used it? So what I do is I cling on to experience of other homeopaths, because one life is not enough to really understand homeopathy. So you have to depend on other people's clinical experiences, and that's what I do. And that's why the knowledge is at different level, because I share and I learn from everywhere, and that's what I want you to do. Will you do that? I know you will. So Duboisia, um, there are two or three things I want to tell you about this remedy. One of it is totally a remedy which is neurological remedy. I put it it's a remedy which has a deep action on nerves. And finally, I give it comes very close to belladonna, to atropine, but it's a very important remedy in three conditions, which I'll tell you. One is in very difficult cases of ophthalmic pathologies, especially in retinitis pigmentosa. Typically, there is a pain above, over the eye and over the brow, a little bit like Kali bichromicum, and also macular degeneration. But typically, you will also see a lot of floaters in this remedy. Floaters. Second, It would be a very, very important remedy in low motor neuron paralysis. Okay, loss of power, as if he stepped on empty spaces. There's a lot of pathology there. And finally, it's a very important dryness. Dryness is a keynote. Dryness of throat. It's important for pharyngitis sicca. So that kind of dry pathological conditions. Impossible to stand with eyes shut. This is Romberg's sign basically. And finally, it will be very interesting in goiter also to prescribe. Although I haven't used it, but something I'll make a note of. So this is Duboisinum. I hope you're getting an idea about this. And I'll talk about one more very quick remedy. Okay, I'll talk about two. This is another remedy you should know. Epilobium. This is a very interesting remedy. I think this is, I saw Dr. Sarkar using this remedy, the only homeopath I've seen. And the indication is in esophageal cancer, when there is a lot of dysphagia with tylism. So they cannot kind of swallow the saliva, but they can drink water. Let me show you an interesting indication for epilobium. Epilobium, where are you? Okay, let me try. Okay. In morning, throat commence filling up at noon, couldn't swallow water, larynx sore to pressure, swollen. On attempt to swallow water, it would fly out of the nose. Very interesting. Let me see if I can find in anywhere else, maybe in Clark. A lot of tylism. So this is a little bit about epilobium, the remedy. Let me see if I can find in Allen's repertory. Choking with saliva. Very interesting remedy. Like Ibris. A lot of action on larynx also. Swallowing inability for liquid with salivation. This is interesting. So this is a little bit about epilobium. And I'm going to take one more very quick remedy for now. Epiphagus beech drop. Very, very interesting remedy. And the main indication of it is especially for headaches. Headaches in women, housewives, bored homeopaths who don't watch my YouTube videos, maybe. Just a joke. So the main indication is in women where the headache is due to shopping, too much exertion. Interesting. And tongue is yellow, bitter taste. And typically they also have uterine pathology like subinvolution of the uterus. Headache with pressing pain in the temples, a little bit like Sina. Sina has pressing pain in the temples with cough. Viscid salivation, they want to always spit left-sided. When deviating from ordinary pursuits. So if I'm a homeopath, I'm seeing patients, but suddenly I am now in a lockdown and not doing anything. Think about this epiphagus. It comes very close to, it's a little interestingly close to Piper. Headaches from tiring of the nerve preceded by hunger. Better by sleep, and worse from walking in open air. So this is a little bit about this remedy. And I hope you understand this remedy well, epiphagus, and use it. And I hope you are also waiting for two of my new books. One is on different repertories and one is on the entire new materia medica literature that we are preparing. So watch and read and grow and make it happen, and you have only one life. So go for it, ladies and gentlemen.